And welcome back to Hand Collectibles for another Fanhome review and tutorial. As always, please do hit that bell notification. Please do like and subscribe to the channel. It really does help. And yes, I know what you're thinking. It's the Toyota Supra build. I haven't seen this on your channel for ages. It's been a month since I've built anything on this Toyota Supra. And I can tell you the reason why. This is the reason why. So when I built my original part on issue 32 on the axle, one of the metal spindles on this center hub snapped off. I glued this one into place, but I kind of thought, because you got the whole weight of the wheel resting on this, so obviously the alloy wheel goes on this, I didn't want to take the risk of this breaking. So what I did was I contacted Fanhome, requested a replacement part for the part that was broken. Yep, they were really good, filled out the form like you normally do. Yes, I would like issue 32, yes. No worries, we're going to send it in your next package. Great! Next package turns up and they've sent me issue 31. So then I got back in touch with Fanhome and I said, you've sent me the wrong issue. You sent me issue 31 and not issue 32. No worries, they said. We'll send it back out with your next package in 4 weeks' time. So that's why there's been such a delay with the Toyota Supra build, because I've just been waiting for Fanhome to send me the replacement part and not the incorrect part. Now I did say to Fanhome, is there any chance you could send me this ASAP so I can carry on with this build? And they were like, no, actually all they can do is send it in your next package. And I get that, they're trying to save on postage. Fantastic, great for the environment. It just really slowed my build up. So look, that's that, and now we can get back on with it. So we're going to start off issue 33, issue 34. So we've got the books at the back, we've got the parts at the front, so we've got the next hub, let's hope this one don't break, of the rear suspension, and then we've got an alloy wheel to build as well. So without further ado, we'll have a look at issue 33.
Okay, and here is the free gift that you get in this pack as well. So a really nice Fast and Furious cap, metal clasp on the back. Yeah, embroidered Fast and Furious on it, on the universal trademarks on the side. Yeah, really nice free gift that you get with this one. So
okay, so here we have issue 33 and issue 33's parts. As you can see, it's pretty much a mirror of what we've already built before in the previous issue. So yeah, nice and simple, nothing too hard. We can move that to one side and we'll have a quick look through the booklet like we normally do. So a bit about Toyota Celica. It looks like a Mark 5 Cortina. It's the same horrible colour as some Mark 5 Cortinas were and all. Drifting, so Tokyo Drift, getting into that now. Pretty cool. Han. And then rear right knuckle and brakes. So that's the next part that we are building. Obviously we're going to attach this to the axle, and then we're going to actually fit this into the car, which is why I delayed doing this build for so long, because I knew that I'd have to fit it into the car, and whatever I put on I would have to take back off to change this hub. So it just wasn't worth the hassle. But yep, that's what it will look like when it's fully complete. So we'll have obviously front axle and rear axle both on the main chassis. Okay, so here are all the parts for issue 33 laid out, and as you can see there's quite a lot of little parts in this one. Obviously you've got a fair bit to build and an awful lot of screws. So we've got some OM screws, some QM screws, some CP screws, some M&Ms, I like M&Ms, some GM screws, some NM screws, some RM screws and some BM screws. So a hell of a lot of screws. Obviously we're going to be screwing this to the main chassis as well. Obviously we've got a nice little metal brake disc, obviously that gets stuck to this one. We've got the main die cast wheel hub for this as well, which is die cast. The brake caliper's plastic, some other plastic parts here as well, plus you've got this brake line here as well. And then you obviously got these, this one's die cast, plastic, die cast, plastic. So yeah, a lot of bits. So okay, where do we start? Okay, so the first bit we're going to need is like this part here. the rod, and it's got these 3 little lines on it, and then on one side you can kind of see it's at an angle. Then you want on this part here, yeah, die cast part. And what we're going to do is this part with the angle here, we're just going to insert that in that hole there, like so. And then we're going to put a GM screw in the end of that. Like so. There we go, so still a bit of movement in it. But yep, that's how that fits. Okay, so the next step we've got is we're going to take this part now and then this part. And then this is going to go underneath on that hole there. And then from this side we're going to put I believe it's an OM screw. So line the holes up. Might have to wind it through this side first. Change the head of the screwdriver, I don't know yet. Right.
So sweet to me, this is where I wanna be. On up with you, supersonic, we're on fire, rockin' love alive. On up with you.
Okay, so I'm going to change the head of the screwdriver. Put this one in. There we go. Okay, I'm going to bring this back out now. Just going to have to wind it off a little bit. And again, I've just got it wound in too much. And from one extent to another. Okay. Try again. Okay. That feels better. You'll feel it go through, and then you want to go right through to the other side. You'll feel it come out on your finger on the other side. There you go. So that's how that should sit. Like so. With this like drop bar just hanging. Okay, so now we need this part next. And then what we're going to do is we'll face this way. Then we'll put this on like so. And then this is held in with a MM screw. And right in the top there. There we go. Go tight as you want with this one. Because obviously you don't want this coming loose at any point. So there we go, we've got that. Very cool. Okay, so next step is we're going to need this part here, and this part is just going to be placed over the screw holes of where this part and this part meet, like so. And this is going to be held in with QM screws. So if I load a QM screw up on the screwdriver, then we'll get these in place. Go tight enough so it pinches it, because obviously it's a plastic part you're going through. There we go. So that's that part in as well. So that's how that sits. and obviously that's how the rear sits on it as well. Okay, so the next step we've got is we need to line this and this up. So you'll see you've got your 3 holes right through this. Yeah, so that's where they want to be. So put that down now, turn this up, take the tape off. There we go. And we'll just put this over the top. And you'll see all the holes all lined back up. So you'll see as you look through, you'll see your 3 holes that go right through, and then these 3 then on the opposite angle are obviously the dowels for this plastic rear part. And then what we're going to do is we're going to push these 3 dowels on the underside of here, 1, 2, 3, right through this. Don't know if they only go one way. Well, that's the way it's going now. So that's spot on. There you go. Some real weight to it now, even though it's only got like a metal front, but this centerpiece is die cast. Really, really cool. And then what we're going to do is we're going to mount this in the center there, and then we're going to put this little washer in the middle, and then this is held in with a, I believe it is a NM screw. Yep, so get that, and I'm just going to put that in place. There we go. And it spins. Might have just put something on the back, because it definitely doesn't spin as freely as some of the others. Once you've got a wheel on it, I don't know if it'll make much difference. But yeah, that's that. Lovely. Okay, so the next step is we're now going to fit the brake disc caliper to the actual wheel hub. Now it says fit the caliper and then put this on, but I always find it easier. There's the little nib on the end of it there. Maybe put this on before. I'll just get my tweezers so I can really pull this down into place. Sometimes I feel you need to just put a little bit of glue on these just to hold them in place. But yep, that's it, like so. And then what we're going to do, we are now to mount this with 2 CP screws on the underside here and here. Move that to one side and I'll get a screwdriver. There it is. Screw on the screwdriver. And screw head. And the other one as well. There we go. Put this one in as well. Like so. So that's that in. Obviously, wheel spins obviously in there as well. Like so. Okay, so what's left to do now is we're now going to mount this actually on the axle. So here's the axle. Haven't seen this for a while. There's the replacement part in situ. Pretty cool. And then what we're going to do is we are going
out like so. These two will mount in here. Like so. Looking about where all these go. So this one goes on the underneath. This one goes in a like a part up here. All looking very cool. And the underside that goes there. Just be a matter of getting these lined up and in place. I remember being quite hard to get into place before. There we go. Okay. Like so. Okay, so the first step is we are going to screw these top ones in with the RM screws. I'll make sure you get these right in place. See if that one is in place. Nope, neither of these are in place. So they're really quite hard to do. You may need to just put a bit of oil in them just to get them lined up and in place. Right, that's the first one. And yeah, to get them going smoothly, you might just need a little bit of oil. There we go. Now we'll try and get the back one in as well. And get this lined up. There we go. Should have done it. Bingo. And then this one goes here, but I think we want to put an R right through here. Does it go through this side or this side? I'm not sure. Okay, so if you turn this up and you've got all these like little holes here in the subframe, and then you want to go with a screw from this side. So we're going to go right through there. The other side of the mount. To really make sure that one was in there then. It was just spinning in no man's land. There we go, so that's in. So that's the working suspension up and down. Very, very cool. What is the next step? Okay, so next step is we're going to insert this here. So if I flip this over, you'll see where this one is already on. So we want to move this up. We want to drop this into place here. And this is going to be held in with a BM screw right in the centre. Like so, and then you want to just flap this over. Yeah, and this is going to sit right in there, like this one on this side. Let's just see what that's being held in with. Okay, and this one's going to be held in with an RM screw. Okay, so I think I've got it lined up now. There we go. There we go, so that one's all the way in. As you can see, there's that. Pretty cool. Really detailed piece. Okay, so the next step is you're going to take these parts here, and we are pretty well much to feed this through here with the ball end on it, and then we're going to fit this into the gator on this side. Now, I believe we're going to get that bit going there, like so. And then we're going to line this up, and then we're going to pull the gator back down. I believe that there is the two drive shafts in. Okay, so just one part here left to fit. So we'll turn this over. As you can see, there's already one fitted here on this side. We're now going to fit the one on the opposite side, here and here, like so. And this is going to be held in with BM screws. So I'll just get two BM screws. Okay. I'll put this in first. There we go. One in. Two in. So that's both of them in place. For this one, go underneath. Take that. See if I need to open it a little bit.
This is where I wanna be. On up with you, supersonic, we're on fire, rockin' love alive.
It goes right underneath there. A little nip. Okay, so there's both the brake lines in place. So that's that bit done. Okay, so as you can see, I've brought the main chassis back in, and then we're going to marry obviously the suspension and drive train, or suspension and drive shaft, yeah, all to the main chassis like this. Pretty cool. But first things first, these are your brake cables which need to be connected to the two nipples at the back here and here. So as I turn this over, you'll see one here, one here. So what we'll do is we will take this bit of tape off. We don't really need that anymore. And then I'll just get these. You'll see on the underneath of here, there's this little rectangular piece. What we're going to do is we're going to tuck these brake leads through that, now, and pull them at the back. Okay, now what we're going to do, just going to hold this here. Okay, so this one's coming from this side.
then should be this one. Pull that one back out. No, that I've only got the one for this side. First, I'm going to connect that to the nipple at the back, like so. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to thread this one through on the side it's meant to be, like so. There it is. And I'm going to connect this one to the nipple as well. There we go. Hopefully, I will not need try and take the kink out of it. I don't want a kink in the lead. Put it back on properly. Right. That's pretty cool. That's them tucked under. Yep. Okay, and what we're going to do is we are going to mount this there and there. So that's that and that. I'm going to try and just save some time. We're going to line these shock absorbers up as well. One there, and then one on the other side as well. Like so. Okay, so we've got the mounting points there and there. That's them. Everything looks to be okay. Yep. Like so. Okay, so what are the first screws we put in? Okay, so we're going to put one BM screw here, so two on this side, two on this side, and then in these centre parts here and here as well. So we'll start with these ones at the back here. And what I'll do is I will put the one in here first. And we'll go at an angle. We'll go at the back this side next. There you go. And then centre one on this side then. Do these up quite tight. Then put these two rear ones in here and here. That's that one. And then that's that one. I'm just not so happy with how this one went in, so I'm just going to take this one out. Okay, so I've now put BM in there, BM in there, BM in there, there and there. I moved these two leads so they went either side and then went round through the hole and then went onto the two nipples either side. So that's them done. I think all I've got left to do now is spin this over. Any of you guys that haven't seen the engine recently, that's the engine. Very, very cool piece. And then what we're going to do is we're now going to screw with BM screws. We're going to screw these two suspension mounts in as well.
So that's that one in there, and then one in the other side as well, like so. That's it. No, that's it for this issue. That brings us to the end of this issue. And we'll move on to the next one. Give you a quick look. The underside. Look at that. That is superb. What a detailed model. Okay, let's move on to the next issue. And here we have the next issue. We have issue 34 and issue 34's parts. As you can see, it's going to be a nice easy one to end the video on. Obviously just we're going to create this wheel. So pretty cool. So issue 34, move that to one side. We'll have a quick look through the book like we normally do. Bit about the Toyota Supra, the new one. Very nice. Look at that. Toyota Crown 8. And the Immortal, because he's just hanging around for ages in the film, but he's an iconic character and a real car guy, which is, you know, much appreciated from other car guys like myself. As you can see, rear left wheel. I'm seeing a lot of people starting to moan about there's not enough deep dish on the rear wheel as there should be. I mean, I've not had a look at the film yet, and I've not had a chance to have a look and do a bit of research to see if they were slightly deeper dish than the front, but who knows. That's what we're going to end up with at the end. So definitely pretty cool. I love these pictures that have the actual car. So yeah, that's got quite a bit of deep dish on the prototype, but I don't think the actual car was like that. I'll have a look into it now. I'll get back to you guys. Okay, so without further ado, let's get all the parts out here and then we'll start to build. Okay, so here's all the parts for issue 34 laid out. As you can see, we've got a tyre, pretty cool. Front and back part of the wheel, then obviously centerpiece, some ABM screws, and then a center cap unit. Pretty cool. Okay, where do we start? Okay, so we're going to start with the tyre. So the tyre tread, you want it arrowing towards yourself as you're holding it. Right, and then what we're going to do is we're going to take the main die cast part. We're going to put that in this side. Now you can heat these tyres up and do this. Sometimes it's not always necessary. Now we're going to take the chrome part and then we're going to push that in from this side. Get that inserted. There we go. Like so. And now, with the chrome bit pointing to us, the arrows go that way. Yeah, the arrows coming towards you. Got the metal part. Excuse me. Okay, so as you can see, we've got Yokohama on the tyre, but I'm pretty sure, yeah, that's on there both sides anyway. But that's how it should be. Now you want to line these holes up here and here and here. Because obviously, that's what we're going to do first. And then what we're going to do is on this chrome side, we're going to drop this part of the wheel in like this. And from the back, we're going to screw it into place. So let's make sure the chrome part's lined up first. Okay, so the chrome holes are all lined up with the back part. And what we're going to do is we are now going to drop this in as well. You want to get these holes lined up as well. Put that down now. And obviously we want the screws. Have a look at the screw. Right. We want a few of these out. Now we're going to go right from the back of the wheel right into the front of the wheel. Now once I get it going, I'm going to stop and I'm going to go to the opposite side. Like so. Bit of resistance with that one going in. Change to this one. Okay, so that's in nice and tight. I'm going to start to do them all up now. That's in nice and tight. That's the one we've got the issue with, so we'll leave that one out for the moment. We'll get another screw just in case that's a dust screw. Good thing about Fanhome, they always give you spare screws. Okay, get this one in. Like so. I'm not sure why this one won't line up and won't go in. I might just change my screwdriver. Okay, I'm not sure what I did there, but I undid all the screws, I moved it around one notch to the next lot of holes, and then I screwed it back in, and it's screwed in perfectly well now. Oh, I don't get that, but yeah, that's the wheel done. So obviously you've got the centre, the hub and the centre cap. So it will be something similar to that. Very, very cool piece. Take them out, take that off as well. But yeah, that is what the alloy wheel looks like. Very, very cool piece. And that brings us to the end of this video and the end of this issue as well. The end of this issue and the end of this video. As always, please do like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching. This has been Hand Collectibles. As always, your collection, your rules. I'll see you next time.